All right, Mob Psycho 100 Season 3, the final season of Mob Psycho 100. Ladies and gents, hello, welcome. If this is your first time to the channel, um, yes, I have seen the first two seasons of Mob Psycho. That's why you're never gonna find my reactions to those seasons on the channel. But figured that since this is the last season of one of my favorite animes, might as well, right? So, just a bit of history of me and Mob Psycho before I jump into the reaction. If you don't want to listen to this, you can just skip right over to the reaction. But before you do, make sure to hit the like if you do enjoy the video. And also, early access is available on Patreon if you wanna watch the next episode early. um, Shameless plug. But Mob Psycho 100 was and is amongst my favorite shows of the past couple of years. Um, season 2 especially. Season 1 was good. I enjoyed season 1 a lot, especially like building these characters and how establishing the dynamics between Mob and Reagan, Mob and his family, and of course Mob against himself, right? Dealing with his own powers of trying to suppress all of this emotion, right? Not reaching 100%, because if he does, he could lose control, and that is something that he does not want to do. That is something that he does not want to happen at all, right? But he learns to live with it, or to accept his state. He hasn't reached that point yet, which I'm hoping that this season will address that, because so far Mob has been, he has always been trying so hard to suppress his true self, but he hasn't really embraced his true self, right? That's been not an issue, but a problem that Mob is dealing with and is having a hard time, accepting it, right? It's always this self-hatred, right, of using this power, and like his stance of never wanting to use this power, but then he has to use this power. So yeah, season 2, one of the best seasons of anime of all time. If I'm being completely honest, like season 1 was good. Season 1 was good, right? But season 2 was great. Like really great. Like if season 1 was like here, as in like, yeah, this is really really good. I enjoyed season 1 a lot. Then season 2 is like up there. Like it is genuinely incredible how, like, the difference between seasons 1 and 2 in terms of like the writing, the narrative, the story, the animation itself, like it's great. Like there's so many good moments from season 2. It's way more emotional. It's way more, again, like character driven. Um, episode was it episode 5? Like episode 5 with Mob's internal struggle, and then you have like the two set of Reagan episodes that I absolutely love. And then of course that final few episodes with the all-out attack, and it's just a nice package. Like it's just a solid, well put together show that knows what it is, knows how to balance between like good action and good story beats. It's it's one of my favorite seasons of anime. If it's not for season 2, I would not say that Mob Psycho is amongst my favorites. Like it's a good show. Again, like if I were just to watch season 1, then I would say, oh yeah, it's a pretty good show. Season 2 just elevates it to another level. So I'm really really excited to see how it's gonna end. And honestly, it's one of those moments again where a show that has a special place in my heart is about to end. And the reason why I'm putting off watching it is because I just don't want to see it end. But as all things, should be. They all need to end one day. So, yeah. Anyways, on with the reaction. Off to a good start. Yep, just like season 1 and 2. Oh, I've seen this opening once when they showed it like a year ago. So basically I forgot everything. The broccoli? Adolescence? Oh, the eyes and plain old office worker.
ちなみに高根さんは柚子胡椒高校を受けるらしいぞ。柚子高ってすごいな、つぼみちゃん。
それマジ？柚子高って
Right.
留学もできるんだって。
If she's ranked 4, then who's number 1?
将来の働き口が確保できてて。ここだよ、ここ。
これアルバイトじゃないですか。
いや、わからんぜ。
Though
将来的には正社員を数名構えた立派な事務所になる可能性もある。
将来ですか。
yeah, you'll never know.
ある時、自分には稀有な特殊能力があるって気づいた。
Never change, Reagan. Never change.
トイレ掃除終わりました。
おう。
Ah, right. The guy from the last season. Good to see that he's, Oh. Oh, this takes me back. This takes me back. I miss this show.
ちなみにいくらで購入されました？
8万円です。
Yikes indeed.
私が確認したところ、霊的なものは一切感じは。どうした、モブ？
その置物、それ以上触らない方がいいですよ。
やっぱりお祓いして一旦上のカフェでお待ちいただけますか？
はい。
Right. Leave so he couldn't see what's really going on.
かなり凶悪な呪われた置物にしか見えないですけど。
芹沢よ。なぜそれを言わずにぼーっと見てた？お前が俺の間違いに気づくかどうかテストしてたんだよ。今から挽回してみるか？一人で払ってみろ。
はい。
Hey, that's the master, all right. Oh man.
俺のせいで8万円の置物が。
It's only 500 yen.
俺がなんとかする。
治った。
I mean,
このシェリザワは霊源の底
was rock to the core. I mean, rice is sticky in a way, so I guess.
もういいじゃねえか。適当に書いとけば。
Dimple.
進路なんて後でどんだけでも変わるんだからよ。
He's not wrong. Like, you never know what life has in store for you.
俺様にも確か何か。そうだ、忘れてたぜ。
Yeah, it's been a long time, eh? Oh, he's ranked 2? I love how everybody in the I love how everybody in this club is like ranked 200, 300, and then ah.
まあそうだろうなとは思ってたけど、世間は天才に乗じた町嵐だと思っているようだけど。
Yeah, she wants a story.
モブ君が悪の軍団をやっつけたけど、
Her
失うものも大きかった。
いやまあ進路どうしよう。
oh man.
一部では真珠って呼ばれ始めてる。
A divine tree.
得るべきよ。
That's a face?
目里さんの人生、もっともっと大きな出来事はあるよ。いくらでも言葉の派手さとか見た目の大きさとかじゃないよ。
Hmm. I like that.
間違いなく悪霊に取りつかれています。誰も悪霊を払うことはできなかった。
Hmm. Roaches are indeed terrifying, yes. Oh, dude, you need to. This dude needs to touch some grass.
歯磨きしているのに虫歯になったのも機械だ。おそらくバイト
Yeah. Love the lighting in this shot though. Like the yellow and the green, just like the perfect combination of like something just icky and dirty.
ほう、恋人が。ええ、若くていい子だったんですが。まるで悪霊だ。ああ、異常に抜け毛が増えたのもありますね。
Aha.
昔の写真ですね。やんちゃしてた頃の。
Yeah, he never had any hair.
俺が強力なお祓い道具を取ってくる。
He's like, oh my god. Reagan's like, it must be really powerful. What the animation in that, in lighting that cigarette was really good.
このまま死ぬまで無意味な毎日を繰り返すしかないのでしょうか。そもそももう終わっているのか。
その気持ちよくわかります。
This is not what Mop needs. But maybe they can bond?
ずっと流されるまま楽な方を選んできた。
Oh, a lot of people have made that mistake.
540円がいいって。
明日にしようよ。だるいし、疲れるし、今日はもう寝ちゃおうよ。
Was Reagan? Yeah, yep. I was just about to say, like he was buying roach deterrent. Reagan's not gonna get affected by this. No, come on, Reagan, come on, Reagan. Yep. Oh, I miss this music.
こんなに広かったのか。
Yeah, with all the garbage, but now all of the garbage is gone.
どうもありがとうございました。おかげでこれからの人生、前を向いて生きていけそうです。
大変なことになってしまって。
I'm sure that's fine.
まあ、親が保険に入ってくれてたんで大丈夫です。
頼りになるのは保険ですね。
Regan! Oh my god, I love you. He was so concerned that he had to... Oh man.
他人事だとは思えない。俺も同じです。30年も生きてきて何も持ってない。
僕も
Yeah.
ただまあ将来的な目標を持っていた方が人生設計も立てやすい。焦る必要はないが10代のうちに何か見つけない。
Yeah, there's no need to hurry. But don't procrastinate too much.
もっと若いうちにそう思っていればよかったよ。
Future hope prospects.
僕の将来の進路希望は霊とか相談所じゃないと思って。
Oh?
そうか。
Hey, that's his choice.
僕はこのまま年齢だけが大人になってしまう気がするんです。
Mmm.
すみません、レーゲン師匠。将来ここに就職する約束はできません。
最初は1年くらいで飽きてやめようかと思ってたんだけどな。
Yep.
まあ、紆余曲折あって現在に至る。
Here we are.
お前はお前の好き
You
な
should just live however you want to. Honestly, great advice.
ありがとうございました。
え、まだ映画終わってない。
We still have customers. Ah, that was good. That was good. Oh?
来たか。俺様の時代。
Alright. Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 Episode 1. Fantastic episode. What a way to start the season, right? We start immediately with sort of giving like a theme for the season, I would say, right? The theme of growing up, maturing, right? Correlating as well that this is the final season of Mob Psycho. I think it is fitting for this final season to tackle in like the future for Mob, right? Like once the story ends, what is he gonna do? Right? And I think it's, I don't know, it's great. I love it when a story follows, you know, a character from, you know, we the audience follow a character from the very beginning, and then we just see them grow as a person, and then by the end we see them take, you know, a life path, a life choice, if you will, of becoming a better person, right? Maturing, becoming more than the person they were before. And Mob having this struggle of like not knowing what to do in the future because he has no plans is, I would say, not only realistic but very relatable for a lot of people. Like if you're watching Mob Psycho and you're like a teenager, 14, 15, 16, maybe even in high school, right? It applies to almost every single person, right? If you're in middle school and, you know, you're searching for, even in elementary, like it is a common problem for most of us, right? It's the next step. What do? We don't know. We were never taught, or we were never really given any major guidance about all of this, because most of the education system across every nation, to be honest, is quite frankly not really good at telling people what to do. Like even grown-ups up to this point, like if you tell them like, how did you manage to be this way? They're like, shit bro, I just went along with the flow. So like again, like if you're like with Mob being, you know, middle schooler, searching for what he wants to do in high school, if you're a high schooler, then that would mean, you know, like whether you want to apply to college, like which like high school to college is like a way more I would say life-changing event than middle school to high school, right? Because from high school to college or to university, it's like whether or not, one, do you really want to go to college? Do you really want to, you know, chase that degree? And then if you say yes, then okay, what degree are you searching for? Like, what do you want to be? For a lot of people, they don't know. And for the people who think they know, once they actually go into college, once they actually go into university, they're like, oh shit, I do not like this at all. And it's so relatable. It is so relatable, right? And even after you finish university, let's say you got your diploma, you got your degree, hooray! Then what? Unemployment. Oh boy. So having Mob just dealing with this problem, and especially having Reigen be, you know, this, you know, the mentor that he is, the GOAT that he is, just giving him the life advice that I think everybody needs, right? Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want. That's the lyric for Creep, for the Radiohead song. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want, but that's basically it, right? If you love what you're doing, if you think that this is, you know, like the choice that is right for you, then go for it. If you think that it's wrong, if you think that it's a mistake, then do something else. Don't sweat about it. It's life. That is how it happens. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. And when you're not, then don't feel bad about yourself. Don't be down in the dumps like thinking I can't do this. Like I'm just gonna sit back, smoke some cigarettes and read my mangas and whatever and play some video games and just stay in this room in my house for forever and not really do anything productive. Like do something. Anything. Just don't procrastinate. Again, whatever makes you happy, right? It's the little things. I love that advice from Reigen. But overall, yeah, great episode. Let's have a quick discussion for the episode, and then we shall move on. This opening credit scene is great. I love it. Do I think it's my favorite song? Too early to tell. It's like still, you know, I've only heard it like twice now, but still early to tell. Heck, I'm still wondering if I prefer the first or the second opening. But Adolescence, right? It's the opening. I gotta listen to the lyrics on, you know, a little bit more on my own. But like, basically the theme of like the season, I would assume, right? Especially from like the opening and especially from like how the episode went. Adolescence, growing up, maturing as a person, becoming, you know, the person that you think is the best version of yourself, right? The one and only, right? That's one of the lyrics, right? The one and only. Be who you want to be. Some of these like choices in the visuals are like once again just like you have the change in eyes, and then you have the hands, feelings, right? The five senses. You can feel, you can touch, you can see, you can hear, all in this beautiful mess. It's the best way that I could describe it. Such is life. It's a beautiful mess. I love the quick progression of Mob's like character design from like as he was small and then he became bigger, as Reigen just touches him, you know, on the shoulder, like, you are the one and only. This is the best version of yourself. Like Reigen is proud of Mob, and Mob is like, you know, I would say also proud of himself, hopefully, by the end of the season, right? good opening. Good opening. And moving on, what was his name again? Shit, I forgot. But glad that he is back. I was, appearing at the end of the second season, after basically switching sides and finding a new life, basically, right? Changing your life path. That is basically him, right? That's why the during the final moments of this episode, he actually says, this hits right home because it totally does. He is currently in the middle of it, right? He just chose like this new life path, and he doesn't really know if this is the right choice for him, but he's just, he's trying his best, right? And I think having adults, these grown adults, these older people, right? Members of society that we should be looking up on and with respect, having them deal with the same problems as Mob, I think, is essential and necessary for Mob's character, because it shows that Mob, you are not alone. Mob, you are young. You still have potential. Hey, look at these people. They're still searching for, their life. Don't sweat about it. Don't overthink it, right? Don't like neglect it, but don't overthink it, right? It's one of those things. 500 yen. Yes, the 80,000 yen object that is definitely cursed, right? I mean, it is cursed. Love some of the animation once again. Reagan doing Reagan things. I love it. Love the one frame super hyper exaggerated expressions and frames of of the art style. Just I miss this show. And what's crazy, like Mob's family, like Mob's family loves Mob and his brother as well, but it was Reagan who is the one who gave him, like the final advice, right, in this episode, right, about like growing up and becoming who you are and trying to find who you are as a person, right? Yeah, their family gave some advice. His dad basically saying like, you should just write a civil worker or whatever, right? But really, the default answer, basically, right? The default answer for people who genuinely don't really know what to do, who still doesn't know, what life path they want to choose. But then you have Reagan, right? A similar manner, right? Reagan is basically saying, Mob, like, hey, you do you, right? This is your choice. It's not mine. So all I can say to you is, if you think it's good, then it's good. Don't doubt yourself, basically, right? Don't think that you cannot do it. This entire episode is just basically one big life advice, and my discussion is also just basically a life advice, and yeah, it is what it is. But it's a good message. I love it. I want to see some of the animation in this specific moment as well. Like Mob Psycho, just Studio Bones. Like they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Just wow. And what I absolutely love about Mob Psycho and how they, animate the show is that for like most of the time they don't really use a 3D environment. But then you have like shots like this where the camera is obviously moving, sort of panning a bit, from the character, which means that the background is definitely, should be moving in 3D space. And they just animated it like it's so much more work, right? If this was a 3D background, all they have to do is, I mean, yes, technically speaking, they have to make the models, and that is also a lot of work. But once you have that ready, all you have to do is just set them all up, and then just boop, the camera tool, and then just move it around and just hit render, right? Simplifying things, but me describing that is an oversimplification, but that's just how it is, right? That's how most modern anime studios and modern anime shows handle these moments when like the storyboards demands like a camera moving from left to right, or having this like 3D spherical movement or whatever, right? It's really hard to animate by hand because objects stay the same, right? Like objects, it's really hard because otherwise the object would look off, like they would distort if the proportions aren't right. So and lucky for Mob, like the show, because the art style kind of lends itself for a more, I would say, an easier way to animate it, because it's inherently rough, right? That's like the style. It's simple, but it's also rough at the same time, right? It's not uniform. It's ever changing. Not if everything isn't rigid, right? But yeah, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. And honestly, while we are at it, like I do want to know how the story is going to handle Mob's love interest subplot with Tsubomi, right? Like it's been going on from ever since like the first episode, season 1, but like it's always in the background. It's never really given any center focus, right? Like we know it's happening, we know it's in the back, but like the show never really focuses on it, not even for like one episode, if memory serves me right. So it's always a background thing. So it's not really important in the grand scheme of things, but it is inherently tied to Mob's own like emotions, right? His feelings of love. So I do want to see how the final season of Mob Psycho 100 handles that specific subplot, because I think everything else is pretty much resolved from like the previous seasons. Like some problems that we have with certain characters are already resolved, like amended, if you will, right? And now most of them are like just chilling, just having fun, right? We're just waiting for the next external conflict to come into play. Like we're waiting for that next villain. Maybe there won't be a next villain. Maybe the villain will just be Mob's own self, right? His own self-doubt, right, about the future and everything. Like maybe, right? Who knows? I would still love a villain. I would still love an antagonistic force, but at the same time, I think it would also be interesting if the final season we just focus entirely on Mob's psyche. Just saying. But like, yeah, almost every well, you have the broccoli, but like almost every issue with a character was resolved by the end of season 2, except for Tsubomi, and of course the new problem that we're currently looking at right now, which is the giant broccoli. Like what are we gonna do with that? And apparently there's a cult forming. So yeah, what do we do? What do we do with this? I guess if I have to make a prediction, I would say the likeliest outcome is that people are gonna praise Mob more, right? Like see him as like this savior, right? This hero that we need, and Mob's like, I don't want to be that. I just want to know what I want to be growing up. I just want to fill this form. Thank you very much. So it could happen. It could happen, right? Mob being dealing not only how to be a part of society, if you will, but also dealing how society sees him as an individual. Because how society sees him as an individual and how he sees him as an individual are completely different, obviously. I don't think Mob ever sees himself as like a true hero. Like he is very he's too pure. Like I'm trying to find words, but he's too pure. Mob is too pure for this world. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up my discussion for Mob Psycho Season 3, Episode 1. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If there's anything more that you want to discuss with me, just let me know. But I'm just gonna call it there for now. But yeah, Mob Psycho is back. I am enjoying this. I do love that. Hopefully we have a specific theme, and we will continue this theme of Mob growing up and becoming, you know, a more mature person and becoming himself, basically, like the one and only. So yeah, really excited for, you know, watching the next couple of episodes. Early access is available on Patreon. Once again, links are in the description below if you want to watch like the next episode reaction. But other than that, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you all next time for the next episode of Mob Psycho. Take care. Have a nice day. Peace.